Hi everyone. If you just started using Rhino and you've been watching some of the videos I posted before, you may have noticed that when you started doing some of the commands yourself, uh, you didn't quite get the same tooltip as I had. So I wanted to show you how you can get this tooltip and what it actually shows on the screen in this particular video. So to get the tooltip, you have to go to Tools, then Options, and then here in the Rhino options, you have to scroll down to Rhino options, find the subcategory Modeling Aids, and then continue on to the Cursor Tooltips. So in this example, I typically work with O-snaps being on, distance being on, and relative point and angle on. I'll turn them all on for now, except auto suppress. So I'll turn everything on, and then we can talk through all of them and see what they do. What auto suppress does is it'll make Rhino try to guess which one is the most relevant and try to hide the ones that it thinks are not relevant. So for this case, I'll just show these 5 and show you what it does. So first of all, I've enabled the command line and the relative point. So what you see at the top line, W 1 foot dash 1 3/4 of an inch, 9.5 inch. That's where we are according to the world coordinate system. So we're a foot to the left and we're about 9 inches high. You'll see if I move this to the other side. Now we're 2 feet to the right and about a foot and 8 inches to the top. And the bottom line of this tooltip says start of polyline. That's because it's mimicking the command line at the top. You see at the top left it says start of polyline. Right now that prompt is also on the cursor. If I hover over this point, I actually put a point here before I started the video, and I enabled the O-snap to points, you'll see that when you hover over this particular point, it says it's going to snap to this point. Now, once I click and I start on the next phase of this command, the top part of the tooltip will display the distance. So right now, the distance is about 2 feet, and if I move around in the circle, it's going to stay around 2 feet distance. Then the second and third part of the tooltip, they give you the world distance or the world coordinates and the relative coordinates. So in this case, I started from the 0, 0 point in the coordinates of 0x, 0y, so they're both exactly the same. If I cancel out this command for a second and I start my line somewhere else, you'll see that the world coordinate is different from the relative coordinate. So world coordinate is we're about a foot to the right here and 8 inches top, and if I start moving, you'll see that both will change. Now on the third line, you also see the angle. So you can see here, I'm currently looking like I'm going to make a 29-degree angle from the x-axis. So those are the different types of tooltips that you can get. I'll go back in here, Tools, Options, Modeling Aids, Cursor Tooltips. You can select whichever one you like the most and which one you prefer. In addition, you can set the X and Y offset. That means how much lower and more to the right your tooltip is going to appear. So this is all things that you can customize freely to your own taste and go from there.